All right, now I'm starting with my anxiety video because, yes, I'd written down on the calendar to do an anxiety video today. So what am I anxious about today? Like, it doesn't have to be major earth shattering. I'm really fucking annoyed at myself for YouTube Shorts. I really love YouTube. Obviously, I spent a lot of time here, but I fucking hate the shorts. I always let myself get sucked into them, and it's just a time waste. It's not even just like, I'm looking at horny pictures. It's not even that anymore. It's like I've watched way too many fucking clips of House and Castle. It's like, or The Rookie, which I think is the Nathan Fillion other thing. It's like, why the fuck am I watching all this? I have never been interested in watching those shows in my fucking life. And now I've watched probably a couple of hours worth of fucking shorts of them. And it's just like, why? Why? Because I'm fucking little oinky piggy who's come up to the trough and they've dropped down these deep fried treats for me, and I'm just blah, 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 brainlessly eating them. It's fucking annoying. Which is a way to say we're all human. We all have our buttons, and we have to keep in mind that corporations are extremely good at pushing our buttons. And we need, as a thoughtful, not stimulus response being, I need to be aware of that. I also need to give myself a little grace to go, yeah, there's sometimes you're going to slip into that. But if it's a habit, maybe try not make it a habit that you're doing it. Make it something that happens only once in a long blue moon, and you go, oh shit, and then you revert again. Try and be like, okay, there's some people that you subscribe to who do shorts. Look at their shorts, but other than that, do not get into a general feed and start watching House. If you're watching a House clip, realize you're being fed. You're being stimulus. You do not need that. So there's one good solid anxiety of beating myself up for being stimulus response. Like, oh, they feed me, YouTube feeds me little flashy things, and I'm like, and I just follow them for hours. It's like, yeah, you do that, but you are more than that, and that you can pull yourself out of that, and I have something called self-will, self-control. It is possible to do that. It is possible to fight back against that. Also be aware that you live in a world where there's a lot of these things that are just laid out, little trappies, little tender morsels, and you have to look down on the ground and go, oh, why did someone drop that there on the ground? Am I going to step into a big fucking rope trap and it's going to yank me up for hours and hours of diddling fun? Yes. So maybe don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. Realize you're smarter than that. You can do that. And sometimes you're not smarter than that. Sometimes you're fucking tired and it just happens. So that is my anxiety video for this month. Is it a super consequential issue? Am I struggling with my sexuality? Am I struggling with the meaning of life? No. I'm just struggling with, fuck, I hate YouTube shorts. Fuck. All right. Understand what they are. Understand that they may have their uses, but that you have to treat them with real fucking kid gloves, and try and use something like YouTube purposefully, mindfully. That's why I try to stay on my subscription thing and look at stuff there. Now, of course, YouTube doesn't. If there was tools there, I would say, okay, don't show me shorts and my subscription feeds. I don't want to see shorts. They have the technology. However, they also have the stats to realize, oh, if we let people not watch shorts, suddenly they're watching half as many YouTube videos. They're on our site a lot less time. That's bad for business. So we're not going to do that. So you have to realize they have a financial interest in keeping you glued to your fucking phone or your TV as much as possible. Which I know, it's ironic. It's coming from a guy who is feeding the machine full of, well, nothing that's going to actually make people stop and stay here for any amount of time. That's why I'm such a low value creator, and I can't believe that they've allowed me to post as many videos as I have. I guess it's just like if you're rich as fucking God, you don't care if some guy is using up the most tiniest percent of a 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 percent of your storage thing. And at some point, they'll just press a button and it'll all get flushed away. And that's fine, because I'm not making the videos to preserve stuff for all time. I'm making videos to try and help myself not go insane and be fucking scrolling through YouTube Shorts for the rest of my fucking life. So, yeah, that's my anxiety video for today. Do I sound anxious enough? I think I do. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.